Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. This is Adrian.
And here's Glenn.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about Sixto Rodriguez, who recently passed away, went by the artist name of Rodriguez, put out 2 albums in the early 70s, and then vanished. Those 2 albums did really well in South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia, but really nowhere else in the world. Meanwhile, Rodriguez was from Detroit. He just had no idea that there was any interest in his albums, but as it turns out, he was considered as popular as the Beatles or the Rolling Stones or any other big superstar in South Africa. Legend had it that he had died, maybe by suicide, soon after his second album came out in 1971. Well, that was not the case. He was actually just living a regular working class life in Detroit, picking up construction work and what have you. Just living a quiet life. And then in this movie that came out called Segerman, they talk about this whole story. These guys coming, I believe, from South Africa, or at least were very motivated due to how popular he was in South Africa. At first, they couldn't believe he was alive. They're like, "You're kidding me. This is amazing. You're living." So he's like, "Well, wonderful. I'm very flattered, guys. This is great. I'm glad you like my music and all that." And they're like, "Come, we'll set up a tour for you in South Africa and you'll love it." And he's like, all right, what have I got to lose? And he went, and every single stop on the tour was sold out, jam-packed with fans who knew all the songs, and his mind was blown. So we're going to take a little look at some of his music, and maybe a little bit from the documentary if we're able to do that.
The Oscar goes to Searching for Sugar Man.
All right, so here he is actually playing the song.
Sugar man, won't you hurry? 'Cause I'm tired of these scenes. For a blue coat, won't you bring back all those colors to my dreams? Silver magic ships you carry, jumpers, coke, sweet Mary Jane. Sugar man, met a false friend on a lonely, dusty road. Lost my heart when I found it. It had turned to dead black coal. Silver magic ships you carry, jumpers, coke, sweet Mary Jane. Sugar man, you're the answer that makes my questions disappear. Sugar man, 'cause I'm weary of those double games I hear. Sugar man, sugar man.
For a guy just sitting there and playing guitar on this couch, that's pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, Crucify Your Mind.
Yeah, so Letterman had him on. This is August 14, 2012. As a matter of fact, that's exactly 11 years to the day from the day we're recording this.
Our next guest, I don't even know where to begin to tell you. First of all, if you're near this movie, Searching for Sugar Man, go go see it. It's jaw-droppingly fascinating. And the man is here tonight. The music is incredible. He's a talented singer-songwriter, and he's the subject of a fascinating film that I mentioned, Searching for Sugarman. And his music is also featured on the film soundtrack. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rodriguez.
I love his style, the flamenco inspired stuff, you know.
Was it a huntsman or a player that made you pay the cost, that now assumes relaxed positions and prostitutes your loss? Were you tortured by your own thirst in those pleasures that you seek, that made you Tom the Curious, that makes you James the Weak? But you claim you got something going, something you call unique. But I've seen yourself finish on when the tears roll down your cheeks. Crucify your mind, so can't convince your mirror.
Kind of reminds me of Bob Dylan.
Giving substance to shadows, giving substance evermore. And you assume you've got something to offer, secret shiny in you. But how much of it is repetition that you did not whisper to him too?
Talk about production.
Yeah, the thing about it is these songs came out in 1970, 71, and at that time, orchestration was a big thing. Like, you know, What's Going On came out about that time period, and that's got strings all over it and horns and things. So it was just the style of the day. But yeah, so he went back and he had roomfuls of people or arenas full of people waiting for him to play, and it was just pretty amazing. Can you imagine thinking that you had like a kind of a slight music career that really didn't earn you any money, and now you're doing your thing.
Now you're a superstar. Even if it's
all of a sudden,
on the other side of the world.
You go to South Africa, it's like Beatlemania or something, So anyway, I thought it was an interesting story, and I thought enough of his music to order the 2 CDs. I can't wait to get those and dig in a little bit deeper with them. I really like his style of playing in particular. And he does have other songs that are a little bit more kind of Bob Dylan inspired, kind of almost confrontational sometimes. There's a little talking blues and things, or not confrontational, but social consciousness. Very interesting artist, very interesting story. At some point, I'm going to get my hands on Sugarman and watch that movie. But since he had just passed, I thought it was just worth a mention. So if anybody out there knows about Rodriguez, was a fan before his passing, any of your recollections or your thoughts on him as an artist, leave them below. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, perhaps giving a like, we would love that. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if you're not on the train already,
all aboard.
That's right. All aboard. All right. That's not going to do it, though. Excuse me. All right. So with that, I think we're going to knock it off, and we'll see you next time. All right. Take care, folks.
See y'all later.